Hashtag So Wizards. What is going on, everybody? Triple Blue coming at you with another live stream of the DMV Sports Zone channel. And I'm here with my two good friends, Naeem and Raza. How you guys doing today?
Man,
Go
I'm
ahead,
doing
Raza.
good. I'm doing good, man. It's raining outside. Wizards doing some Wizards things. Abdullah repping the Celtics colors. Kristaps Porzingis going to the Celtics. Brogdon going to the Clippers. Some draft capital coming. A lot of draft
Yeah.
capital coming. A lot of draft capital coming. But yeah, it's exciting to talk about the Wizards.
Hey man, I got much to say, bro. Shout out to all, man. I got nothing to say, man.
So we see the title, we see the thumbnail. Kristaps Porzingis. It's basically almost there. He just has to. I don't know what's taking him so long. He has to opt into that player option, but he's gonna opt in because the Boston Celtics. But right here from Shams, the Wizards, Celtics, and Clippers are in a strong talks with a trade that would send KP to Boston, Marcus Morris, and draft compensation to the Wizards. And that draft compensation is reportedly the 30th overall pick of tomorrow's draft. And Malcolm Brogdon goes to the Clippers. And the side is still working on the details and stuff. And Porzingis has that $36 million player option that he has to join. So, with all that being said, Naeem, you're the Wizards fan here. What is your initial reaction to all of it?
I mean, we knew he was gonna get traded, and then the reports came out today. It was gonna be Boston, and then I was like, shoot, bro, Boston got some good role players. I'll take Brogdon, but shoot, we didn't even get Brogdon. We got Gallinari. We got Marcus Morris from the Clippers. Like players wise, it's pretty trash, but they are expiring contracts. I don't know. I think Gallinari is as well. So and then we got one pick. I think it was the 30th pick. So hopefully we get more.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's looking like an okay trade. It's not. It's definitely not as bad as Bradley Beal's trade, but it's an alright trade.
Mm-hmm. Raza?
Bro, you know what's the most Wizards thing? Chris Paul, Marcus Morris, and Gallinari. They somehow get y'all to like the seventh seed. Y'all win like 40 games. Like we've been saying for like 3 or 4 years, like since like the COVID season, I think that trade to like trade Bradley Beal, and now y'all finally trade Bradley Beal, and y'all like either be the 8th seed or the 9th seed or like the 7th seed. So y'all still like perform at the same level as y'all were, and that'll be all like
Mm-hmm.
nightmare because y'all like just blew it up now and trying to like get like some draft capital, get some like high picks for like high Wizards picks. But coming back to the trade, like I like the trade for the Celtics because obviously it makes them like better, gives them a scorer who can obviously shoot the ball. He can post up. He's a really good defender. He can play the four. He can play the five. They already got Al Horford. They already got Robert Williams. So it gives them even more depth. And then obviously like it didn't make sense for them to like run it back for like the thousandth time because Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum, like they just haven't been able to do it in the playoffs like at the highest level so far. So it just gives them an additional like star for them, and like they're not even trading that much. It's just Malcolm Brogdon who's injury prone. Porzingis, except for this year, he's been injury prone in his career. So like they just like switch out an injury prone guy for another one. So it's not like a big deal. And then
Mm-hmm.
the Clippers like they got better. They gave up the 30th pick and like Amir Coffey and Marcus Morris who they didn't even want, and they got Malcolm Brogdon who just won six. He's the reigning sixth man of the year, so he's really good. Although he's injury prone, so he fits really well with the Clippers. Paul George ain't gonna play, Kawhi ain't gonna play, Brogdon ain't gonna play either. So coming back to the Wizards, y'all like clear out some salary, uh, get a draft pick, 30th overall pick. Could have been better. Like Bradley Beal and Porzingis are really good players, but the thing with them is like the management of the assets. Like the contracts they've been given. No trade clause in Bradley Beal's case. Porzingis, like not giving him an extension, like had to trade him for something. He could have just left for free agency. So I get it, but at least it's better than the Bradley Beal trade.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. Let's get a Tim's comment right here. It's good. We aren't going anywhere with the current team. Blow it up and let's get some draft. Yeah, I agree. And looking at our draft capital so far, we have pick 8, 30, 42, 57 in tomorrow's draft. And who knows? Maybe, I mean, the trade obviously isn't finalized yet. It's basically 99%. Who knows? You might get some more second round picks out of this, or
Mm-hmm.
even I don't know, something in the future that we can just say, hey, we got draft capital, and this is good. We're blowing it up. Obviously, I know it's bad to play though. We should have done it a long time ago game, hindsight 2020. But honestly, we should have. I mean, Bradley Beal, we juiced out everything, and his value was so low. I still think KP's value is higher than this, but obviously he was bound to leave a sign and trade. I know there was reports saying that the third pick, Portland was going to the opportunity for it. I was like, bro, that's not going to happen. But it is what it is. And with two out of the big three officially going to be gone, or mid three, whatever you want to call
The
it.
big three.
Yeah. Kyle Kuzma, you're a former Laker player, Raza, and our beloved. I mean, obviously he's not going to be here for much longer. But let's talk about that, Raza. Where do you see Kyle Kuzma going? Will it be a sign and trade, or will Wizards let him go?
So the smart thing for the Wizards to do would be like try to do a sign and trade. Like obviously he's not known like Kevin Durant, but we saw the Kevin Durant trade to the Nets, like for D'Angelo Russell. Like it's always better to like not just let the player walk. At the end of the day, they're just assets. So you'd rather want to get something back. I was saying like Indiana, I believe they have the 26th overall pick. So like the 26th pick and like a Buddy Hield or somebody to like match the contract, and Kuzma signs like a 3-year deal, 3-year 90, like 3 years 80, 81, like around there, like 26, 25 million a year around there, to Indiana, and then y'all get like maybe a pick bag, or it could be like a Jalen Smith, like a young player. Y'all get him back. He's shown some potential, so y'all maybe get a young player, match contracts, or either get like a late first round pick, maybe some seconds, maybe, and it's just assets. So instead of just letting him walk, because he would want to go to a contender, but most of the contenders this season don't have the money that Kyle Kuzma would want, because he declined his player option, which was 13 million. And yep, exactly. And 13 million, like for him, is like obviously like low. He should be getting like 24, 23, 25 around there. So it'll probably be the teams that are like not contenders. So like the Spurs could be an option. The Pistons could be an option, since he's from Flint, Michigan, I think. So he's from there. So going back to Detroit makes sense. Houston makes sense. Spurs, as I already said, and the Pacers. That's the four teams that like make the most sense to me. But if I was the Wizards, just being smart, trading him for either young player, or and like the contract matching guy, or like a late first round pick or some seconds, just to get something for him. Makes sense to me.
Naeem?
Yeah, I think he covered all the bases, man. Like, he's definitely out. Sign and trade will be nice. Instead, just let him go for nothing. Depending on what we get at this point, it'll probably be like second round picks. I don't expect to get a first round pick back for Kuzma. It'll be a bunch of second round picks. But at this point, I think that the way to go is just ramp up the picks, and if you can flip the picks, and that's good, and just get as many expiring contracts as you can. The young players tank the season, and then just get a high pick next year draft, or maybe even go crazy in the free agency next year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, here's another comment by Tim. You don't need everyone pick to draft a 7. You develop our picking to find the guys who are hungry. Easier said than done, but at least we're showing that we are trying. Yes, I agree. Especially since the old Wizards days, or not even old Wizards days, the former front office just couldn't draft at any position and develop players. I mean, you trade guys like Rui Hachimura, who helped the Lakers reach the Western Conference Finals, a key player in that run. And you let guys go like that. I mean, I remember when we let Kelly Oubre, we traded him for Trevor Ariza. So it's just small things like that. It just shows how of an incompetent organization the Wizards have been for as long as we've been living on this planet Earth. And it sucks. But again, with this new Avengers lineup in the front office, hopefully they can change things around. That's the one thing. When you hit rock bottom, the only way to look is up. And I think when it comes to the Wizards, it's just you got to be patient. It's going to be rough. I mean, I saw a tweet. I mean, the starting 5: Monty Morris, Johnny Davis, Denny Avdia. I forgot who the 4 would be. Maybe Avdia the 4, and then the rookie, insert rookie, and Daniel Gafford at the 5. So realistically, the Wizards could be at a top 3 pick come next year. But again, that's what it takes. We got to trust the process. Philly did it, and now they are contending in the Eastern Conference Finals. Obviously, they need to do something to get over the top, because what the Celtics just did, and we'll talk about them right now. I'm repping green because this is my favorite shirt, but I can never support the Celtics. I mean, if you're a Wizards fan, you support the Celtics. That's like a Commanders fan supporting the Dallas Cowboys. You just can't do it, bro. You love
Mm-hmm.
to see the Boston Celtics fail. But talking about the Celtics, now you have JT. They're definitely gonna. I'm pretty sure 99% they're gonna keep Jaylen Brown, give him that super max. Does he deserve it? That's a different question. Kristaps Porzingis. You got Robert Williams. It's Marcus Smart. Uh, I mean, come on, man. Like, I think you guys don't think that they're favorites to win the NBA title come next season, Raza?
I would say like obviously they're one of the favorites, but like I don't think they're the favorites to come out the East. I still got the Bucks. Like Giannis, I think he's the second best player in the league behind Jokic. I got the Bucks. Like I'll take the Celtics over like the next group, which is like the Sixers, Miami, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take them over even Cleveland. Like if Evan Mobley develops, Donovan, he's there. He's gonna be his second year there. Like I can see them getting better, but then like I see Boston as being like just right behind the Bucks. I just got I feel like Giannis is like just like too good.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, bro. I think Giannis is the guy to be in the East. I think that he got lucky that he went out with that injury. I think it was a back injury. But I think I just want to address this right now, bro. I think the recency bias has to stop, bro. Giannis is still the best player in the league. I'm not having Jokic over him. Giannis is still the best player in the league, bro. There's too much recency bias going on after that finals. Yes, Jokic had amazing finals. Yes, Jokic is up in the top five. I personally don't know where I have him, probably two, but he's top. Giannis is still the best player in the league, man. He's still the best player in the league.
So where do you put Jokic then?
Probably
Is it-
two.
Is it like a 1A, 1B, or it's just 1-2?
I don't do 1A, 1B. I do 1-2, man.
Okay. Gotcha. That is interesting. I mean, here we go. We have another comment here. Go back to the
Get
Wizards.
line right,
Line right,
Monte
Monte
ASAP.
Morris. I mean, if it
Yeah.
was more second round picks, I mean, I don't know, man. I really don't know. The Wizards, I think what the game plan's looking like is just trade everybody, like really trade everybody, and draft capital, man. I mean, obviously, like at pick 8 tomorrow, one of the Thompson twins would be awesome. Anthony Black is the guy I'd like to see on this team too. But outside of that, I really don't know. I really don't know any of these prospects. I mean, obviously, Victor Wembanyama, is there a possibility for him to slip to 8? Heck
Hey,
no.
he might.
Heck no. Unless it's
No,
not even
I'm gonna make sure of it.
not even like a Michael Porter Jr. When I think Michael Porter Jr. he fell because he had back issues, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
still remember, bro. I still remember to this day. We were one pick away from Michael Porter Jr., man. Just one pick away. But
I doubt we still would have took him. I doubt we still would have
yeah,
took him.
probably not. Knowing the Wizards, hashtag so Wizards. But yeah, I mean, I saw a stat. It's crazy to think about. Well, with this trade, the longest tenure Wizard on this team is Denny Avdia, and he's 22 years old. So again, this is what we wanted for so long. Obviously, it sucks to see it play out like this, but we're gonna be young, and it's gonna be hard to watch some Wizards games coming next season, especially like if the Wizards could, I say like 20 wins max next season. I don't know. What about you guys?
At least the tickets are gonna be cheaper.
Yeah.
And then yeah, as you said,
Shit.
20, like I would say like bro, like as I said before, like the most like Washington Wizard thing would be like Chris Paul, Gallinari, Marcus Morris, like just going off like the OKC Thunder days with Chris Paul, like something like that. Obviously you guys don't have a SGA. But like Chris Paul just his like last like great performance, he just like goes out and goes crazy and gets y'all like the 8th seed or something. But yeah, that's highly unlikely because he might get traded or waived. And we can talk about that. Going to one of the LA teams, maybe Boston, not an option no more. But we'll see. Also, we didn't talk about that could also affect where Russell Westbrook goes because now they have a guard in Malcolm Brogdon, and they might be interested in Chris Paul, Like it's so much like happening. Like one thing can affect so many like different like players options and stuff. So yeah, and then yeah, so Washington 20 it's all about the picks at this point, getting younger, as you said. And if you guys have like a top 5, top 7 pick, like early, like top 10 maybe, then but like the thing with Washington is like drafting also, it's not just about getting the pick, it's also like drafting a good player. Because like last like 3, 4 years you guys have had top like 7, 8 picks, right? Rui
Mhm.
Hachimura, Avdia, Corey Kispert was like the 14th pick. Who else? Like that's like the last three I can remember. So like those are good players, like good role players, not like top 8, top 10 needs to be like really good players. Like those are not really good players. So it's all about drafting. We'll see like how this new like management like they draft. That's the main.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. We suck at drafting. But the thing is also like we gotta have the right coach in place to get the most out of the players. I'm not gonna lie. I remember when we first drafted Denny Avdia. I didn't know a thing about him besides I think his scouting report said that he was a tall point guard type player. Like he couldn't shoot. I mean, he could shoot, but like he wasn't good at it. He was more of a playmaker. And now I look at him. He's almost a 3-and-D now. So it's probably not playing up to his strengths. And I've seen he's not a great finisher at the rim either. He's got to work on that. But I don't know, man. I think we give the ball to Avdia more in his hands and maybe let him make plays because that's what it sounded like he did good in overseas. So yeah, but like Wes Unseld, bro, he's trash. I'm sorry, he's not good. Yeah, we were number one in almost. I remember that one year we went to the DeRozan game, bro. Oh my god! Like the only reason we went was because we were actually good, and dude, we were first in the East, like in January, and we were like first in so many different categories, and I was so hyped. But I kept looking at the team, was like, no way we can keep this up. And guess what? We didn't keep it up. We fell through. We fell through every single floor you can tell. You can talk about. We fell through the earth, bro. We fell off, and now look where we are, man. We're rebuilding. Bradley Beal's gone. John Wall gone. Porzingis gone. Kuzma on the way out. Shoot, I'm on the way out.
Nah, man, I completely agree with everything you're saying, man. It's just your frustration all Wizards fans feel. But, as I keep saying, the only way is up when you hit rock bottom. So, again, man, I appreciate you guys for telling or giving us your thoughts about this whole KP to Boston news. I mean, obviously it sucks because KP is still like a very good player in this league. And, I mean, they have a big three in Boston now. Not a mid three, a big three with JT, JB, and KP. But with that being said, guys, thank you guys for watching another live stream of the DMV Sports Zone channel. We like to push out as much fire content out there as possible. Follow us on all social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, at DMV Sports Zone. Make sure you're subscribed to Naeem's YouTube channel, The Ball Boys. Great content on there as well. And we're out. Peace.